Hmm. Just saw some bogus shit. Don't know what that shit mean. I'm gonna have to check it out to see if this even get out. I've been wanting to show this shirt. Look how young LeBron is. I've had this shirt since maybe 2000 freaking 14. But look at that shit. He look young as hell, and it's like the Joker, the King. There's two images of him, but and just to people look at it later, and I ain't gotta prove shit, but just to show you. I mean, people seen my room. I got the big picture of Ali, Superman. I got an altar, but this is a nice room. I'm in the motherfucking house. This ain't no goddamn hotel. Motherfucker, like, he's in a hotel. No, the fuck I ain't. Look at that shit. See, this ain't hotel shit. That's the door that goes to the rest of the house. What's happening? That's my man right there. Everybody's subscribed to Conspiracy University. I don't even know where to begin. Since I did my show yesterday, fucking ain't slept. I've been up. Let me see. 8 o'clock this morning, made 24 hours. 8 this evening, made another 12. So what's that, 36? You got a roach on the wall. Now I think this shit is a llama. I don't know if you can see that shit or not. That shit's a llama. I can't see it because I got the phone where it turns dark if you ain't looking directly at it. So if somebody trying to look from behind. That's funny. That's funny. A roach. A roach. A roach is on the wall. We don't need no raid. Let the motherfucker crawl. Crawl, motherfucker, crawl. What's happening? And so I've been up for going on 38 hours. And there's my man. Smooth mix, light skin goodness, 1970, 1997. What's happening? And, I guess I got to do a rap where I don't really even get into this shit, but like sometimes you have to fight motherfucking gods. I mean, when you do this spiritual shit, you got to fight gods. I mean, I just had to fight a god for 600 miles. 600 motherfucking miles. I just went through a storm. Like Jimi Hendrix got a song say, I just came back from the storm. Yeah, I fought a god for 600 goddamn miles. And it took every bit of freaking concentration that I had to beat this thing. I just witnessed the ice storm 600 miles long. 600 miles. Is that normal? Is that normal where you go to a warm place and they got ice storm? For roughly 250 miles, I had to drive. Well, I didn't drive. I had to, we had to drive 40 miles per hour. 40 miles per hour for 250 miles because it took, and I said this before, I'm the only one that really gets into this. I'm the only one that really gets into the energy of driving. You can look at some of my old videos. There is a energy of driving. There is a troll that lives under the bridge that you can defeat driving. I mean, you can control it all. And as I and let me kind of break it down like this. As you look to fight a god, you have to be on your shit. I mean, you really do. You have to look at everything you put together to make that shit hold tight. It's almost like if you look at Star Wars and when they start getting attacked by Darth Vader and them, that you have to hold the ship together. And so sometimes it's not necessary for you to be the captain of the ship because you are doing your own magic. And so that's what it took. I saw over 100 cars crash into the side of the road, get stuck. 100 cars. I saw one vehicle, the tractor trailer hit so hard, the freaking um, double trailer just smashed like into pieces, smashed into pieces, left and right, all on me. And I do claim 8 wind, and that is a storm element. As I've said many times before, I just came back from the storm. That's from Jimi Hendrix. I just came back from the storm. But I always remember the shit I do, I caused the storm too. So they be attacking me in my sleeps, suck ups. I already told you how to beat that. I already told you how to beat that. And so, um, as these wizards try to attack me, I have to use all my source energy, sleep or not, to move. And it's almost like, really, when you fight an ice storm, it is so much like being in a spacecraft. It really is, because it's a point where your tires ain't touching. Do you understand me? There's a point where when you drive through an ice storm, your tires don't touch. You are almost hovering over this shit. Because if you just stay on the ground and your tires get to spinning, you start to, fishtail. And as my position, I'm using all my alchemy, all my abilities to fight this thing. But what kind of ice storm lasts 600 miles? I mean, think about that shit. An ice storm that covered 600 miles, 4 or 5 states. How is that possible? It ain't possible. That's why, I'm really down here to do business. I'm not down here. That's why, I ain't dressed up wearing my hats and shit, because I'm trying to do business. You know, hey, strong discernment, my man. But yeah, Ricky Spoov, get you some kyanite or even some tourmaline. I prefer a apophyllite pyramids, and put that shit in your corners of your room. You know, put a little, anoint them. Put a little sound, put a little or incense, and put that shit in the corner of your room. And that shit'll go away. And remember, that shit is so tiny that, not in this form. When you go into the dream, again, you're going into a screen. It's your screen. They invading your screen. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When we dream into a damn screen. There's a reality that you can see people's screens. I ain't saying everybody can, but I'm saying that can be done, where you can see into people's freaking screens. So that's what we dream into. So my point is, when you dreaming and they come into your dreams, that's your property. That's what you are in control of. That's what you have to turn the nightmare into lucid. So you see this shit that kind of scares you in that dream state, you got to turn the dream state into being lucid. I mean, you see movies where, the motherfucker be getting scared by something, and it's bigger than him, but all of a sudden the other person just gets big and giant, and the thing that was scaring you is scared of you now. And that's really what you have to do. You have to turn that dream into lucid, so you are in control. So, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm coming at y'all a little different tonight. I am so tired, I can't even sleep. I really can't. Very kind. Hey, Lobo, what's happening? What's happening, man? Been very kind words to everybody. But what's happening, Lobo? Matter of fact, all check Lobo's work out. He comes at you hard, and he's logical, and that's what I love. I love logical people. You know, there's no owners of going after stuff. There's no, hey, good evening to you, Ben. Thank you so much for the kind words. And so it's like I'm beyond sleepy. I can't sleep, but I have to press myself when I know I go against these battles, because if I don't push myself to the limit, I really can't use the abilities I have. Because think about comfort. Think about in your own comfort. Now, when you're comfortable, can you really fight a battle? Can you really be at your most dangerous state if you're comfortable? Most people ain't dangerous when they're comfortable. And so I know so many people talk about fasting, but for me, I knew I had to put these hours of being conscious and awake and not taking slumber so I could prepare myself for this battle. And right now, am I still raging? Absolutely. I am still in a rage. Again, I said I caused the storm. You on caffeine? You know, when I drink caffeine, it gives me such clarity. I drank it earlier. Um, let me see. I had my last coffee. I didn't even drink it all. So 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Yeah, about 12. Yeah. So no. I just had a couple beers with some good people. Hey, Moon Rock, thank you. But yeah, Lobo, I mean, I'm in a rage. I really am. I had to be full rage with that shit. And that's, and it's like, it's almost like it feels at times, and if you don't concentrate, it will fool you into thinking it ain't a battle, that you ain't battling something, that ain't something over you. And I remember when I finally took it out, I look up in the sky and it's two guides. And normally, like Dr. Anders, that chick, she'll be looking at the clouds and shit. But it's like I really saw the guides in the clouds. And it was interesting. It was interesting. Just the poses they took as they floated across, my reality. And I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers been fighting with me too. Because they saw I was serious. And it wasn't that I needed help, but they saw I was serious. And I became dangerous. So just taking care of little business, that's all. Had a comfortable evening, watched a little bit of the basketball game, not much. I'm just still trying to wind down from this. Still trying to wind down. And so just wanted to come and, touch with everybody. Because I'm probably not going to be coming back on for the next couple of days. Plus, I left a lot of equipment at home too. I didn't bring the equipment with me. So it was kind of just the way I was moving. And as I was moving and the shit was getting thicker and thicker, and I was like, oh fuck, this ain't just a normal, this is a battle. And my brother, he's had to fight the ghould, he's had to fight the gods. And that's what some of us we do, and the thing is you got to know what god you are fighting. Understand where the storm is coming from and who is really behind it. Because I guess if you look at what's a reality breakdown, what I fought last night, everybody wasn't going through. Now, yes, I saw 100 people that the storm just pushed them aside because they weren't serious and they didn't concentrate. You look like Kratos in the thumbnail. Not Fred Hampton. I look like that's Fred Hampton. I don't look nothing like Fred. Oh, you talking about when I put I know what you're talking about. I had a headache like I never experienced, like 12 hours now. Damn near got me in tears. Okay. Yeah, that's not really hard to beat. I would say take a shower, but some people, it just depends if you can take the heat for relief. But really, magnets are really good because the thing about magnets is negative entities or even demons don't like magnets. And so I really can't show you, but take them like really, okay, this is what you got to figure out is like, are you getting the headache here? Are you getting the headache here? Are you getting it here? Or are you getting it back here? Or are you getting it up top on the crown? And then that's going to really tell you how to position your magnets. Now, if you don't have any magnets, I don't want to say what I just thought because it sounds silly, but it would actually do it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it because it would sound silly. But magnets, that's what if you only got one, that's okay. But if you only got one, find where the pain is. All right. Find where the pain is. Now, another thing to consider too, you gotta wonder about blood pressure too. So put the magnet on your, let me see, put the magnet here. Make sure you touch the magnet here. All right. Because if it's blood pressure, you got to get that down too. And then do a little breathing. Do a little breathing, get the rhythm of the breathing. And if you have magnets, that would help. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to sound silly. This shit sounds silly, but if you don't have magnets, the very next thing, trying to say how to do it, and it's going to sound silly, but okay, how do I want to tell you how to do it? Yeah. Okay. So again, locate. Okay, if it's throbbing, then you know the energy is probably going this way. Okay, if it's radiating, you've got to find the pattern of how it's radiating. Because again, you can like 1001, 1002, 1003, here it comes. If it's radiating, same way if it's throbbing, like if you getting it just throb. Okay, I don't really want to say this shit because it sounds silly, but nah, I'm not gonna say it. It sounds silly. And this is a serious thing for you, but it will probably solve your problem. But and it's a little bit of a little voodoo. Okay, so and I really don't want to say it because it sounds silly. But if you have magnets, use magnets. I guess I won't say the other thing because that's what the guys came to me and they said that's what you should use, but it sounds silly. Okay, right here. So I need to know where it is. Yeah. Why you think they shaming Anthony Edwards right now? What happened? He ain't been scoring points. Like yesterday, he only got 5 points. So you got to hit me. B Brown, hit me to what else happening. I'm tired as hell, CWE. I'm going to admit that. You sending calm vibes through this template. That Tempest. Thank you, Moon Rock. Spirit world is awesome, but scary sometimes. Yeah, yeah. But just remember, you the storm. I got some magnets in the truck. Okay, cool. Because what I wanted to say was going to sound silly. And, I might have to just talk to you about that shit. That's what it'd be better. I would rather not say it publicly because it sounds silly, but it fucking works. And it's a little bit of voodoo, but it sounds silly. I usually get headaches on the right side of my head. Okay. Yeah. And so again, if it's throbbing, no. Okay, I guess I can show this. So a lot of times it'll come like this, or it comes like this. You see? And so you have to, along with the magnets, you have to find out which way it's radiating, which way it's throbbing. And then you take the magnets, and I only got one hand because I'm holding the phone. You put one where you feel it started, okay? And then you put the other one, not quite opposite, but again, you want to take the other one and follow. So you're using both hands. Okay. See if I can get it. Okay, so you're using both hands. Okay. I got crystals here. And I'll kind of show you what I mean. Of course, it's knotted up. I knotted this shit up. Okay. Let me see if I can grab one of these little crystals and I can show you guys what I mean. Oh, excuse me. All right, here we go. All right. I'll use bigger ones just to prove my point. All right. I use bigger ones just to prove my point. All right. So I'm gonna just give you an example. So say it's radiating, okay, from here to here. Okay. You keep this one here. Now you've got to breathe. You've got to breathe. And you take the other magnet and you wipe it away. Now you might have to go all the way over here, but because see, we don't want it contained. Okay. We want it pushed out. Now, if you feel it throbbing on both sides, you can just start pushing it out. But again, if you feel it like here in the back, again, see which way it's radiating. And then you start finding which way to push it out. Do you push it out here? Do you come here and push back? If you're here with the sinuses, you can just push it out. Push it out and release. Push it out and release. Now, if this works and you feel some lack of pressure, you can stay like this. Or again, you want to help push the energy out, because right now you're accepting too much energy. And so it's almost like a balloon. And what happens is the balloon gets blown up too much. And so for some reason, you are accepting too much energy, and you are accepting too much energy in your crown. And so you really want to get that energy out of your crown. So what I'm just showing you is examples. You have to work with the magnets and move them how you feel and how you see to take the pressure away. And again, go with the wrist. Go with the wrist. Make sure that you feel the magnet, or even if you use crystals, make sure you feel your pulse with the crystal. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a paint that blocks 5G. That's a paint that blocks 5G. There's a paint that blocks 5G. Yeah, I agree. James Harden's sidekicks always let him down in the playoffs. Can't do it by himself. I think they're talking to you, Conspiracy University. I think they wonder if you drank coffee today, which I drank coffee, but I have magnets for my basketball. But that some people can get that too. Tinfoil, not once you got a headache. It ain't gonna help you. Tinfoil is for what's coming in. So if you got a headache and you put that tinfoil on, you gonna make the headache worse. You gonna make it worse. Harden is a choker. The only thing I see is if they let Harden beat Oscar Robertson. That's the only thing I can see. That's what you should use, but it sounds like 1-on-3 James Harden has to take on Klay Thompson, Steph, Draymond. I don't know. Draymond is not going to be in top form when he come back. No way. No way missing all that time he going to be in top form. I don't think so. And one of the best videos I ever did of showing basket manipulation was in 16 with Draymond Green. I literally showed a video where you see the ball rotates and over the basket, the ball stops and it just drops in. That was one of the best I've ever covered of basket manipulation. Nope, not invite nobody today. And then you take the nights Chris Paul was choking in the playoffs. Yeah, he was supposed to choke. Just had an ache on my crown last night. Yeah, you bringing in too much energy in your crown. So, I mean, you can bring it like this. It can come through and then you can push it out, or you can release it in the back. I mean, this is what these orifices for. Sometimes you can pop it out the eye. It's pressure. You're getting too much pressure. Something you're bringing in is too much pressure. That's why breathing is important too. So, both hands, James hurt. Hey, there goes my man PJ. Man, PJ, PJ, I might get you this shirt. If I find this shirt tomorrow, I'm gonna get it to you. This shit is funny. This shit is fucking funny. If I find the shirt, You got what size you wear, PJ? If I find this shirt, I'm gonna send it to you because I saw this shit. I thought about you. I was like, I know he would think that shit's funny, but I thought about you earlier. I was like, oh, frick. So what size shirt you wear, PJ? Let me know. He played hurt. Sounds good. Okay. Sacrifice his grandma. Ring coming to Brooklyn. Hmm. Maybe. 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 Lakers lose. They need to be canceled. Yeah, man. It's something, but it would sound corny. And I don't really want to say it in front of everybody because everybody would take it wrong. And it's just some simple shit. So I had to talk to you, And if I can, I'm gonna be really busy. But if I can take some time, I'll try to text you or something, and I'll show you another thing that'll help too. I just don't want to say it in front of everybody because, I want people to take me serious, and I'll say it, and people won't take me serious because the guy just hit me with some shit, and I'm like, yeah, that works too, but it just, some shit just it's hard for people to take some stuff. Y'all meant to block the 5G or if he feels like he's a targeted individual. The thing about 5G is that we really can't believe it. We really can't believe it because what did they tell us last year? They told us to release last year. And then they just did a big report, what, about 11, 12 days ago, that said they now releasing 5G. Do you understand? My brother and I was talking about this. I called him. I'm like, what the fuck is they talking about? They released 5G last year. And people were saying that 5G was what was giving people the flu. Well, how did you release it last year? And frick, right now where I'm at, I ain't getting 5G. I'm getting this light shit. And remember, they also saying 5G wide. Is it wide? What is it? 5G W. T-Mobile has something letters after 5G, and then Verizon has something with a W after 5G. So yeah, I just want you to feel better, man. But like work on work on that, but find the flow. And if the other thing is find out what's feeding you so much energy in your crown. You might have to attack that too. But in general, just keep magnets near you, like where your bed is. Like once you do that work, you get to breathing and keep the magnets near you. Because a lot of shit don't fuck with magnets. Magnets, a lot of negative energy don't fuck with magnets. Um, James Harden is the best point guard in the league. I don't agree. He had Clint balling in Houston, so imagine what he's going to do with Embiid. We'll see. I wear a two. Oh, you wear the same size I do. Oh fuck, I don't know if they had that. Yeah, I don't think they had 2XL. I'll see though. I'll see if they had 2XL. I don't think they did because I was gonna get me one, but I thought of you and laugh. I like you would think this shit's funny. I did a video on it a couple years ago on my old channel, but the shit's funny. So I don't know. Let me see. If we stop at this one place, I'll see. I'll see if I can get you one because the shit's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but it's just like, okay. Hey, Lorenzo, my man, what's happening? I'm joining from the job. Okay, get that paper. I know a couple people work on 5G towers. One of them said it ain't turned up all the way. That's what I'm saying. They came back and kind of told that 5G wideband. Yeah, that's what I thought they were saying. Wideband. Yup. Thank you, Lobo, my man. We still in 4G. Yeah, most of the time, like right now, the signal I'm getting is LTE. Where I'm at right now, I'm getting LTE. Well, when I was moving around, I saw it pop in, but not right now. I ain't broadcasting, and this phone to do 5G. My phone, Boost Mobile, just started going 4G, 5G last year. Oh, okay. I just got off the plane down here in Louisiana, getting a taste of Mardi Gras for the birthday this year. The wife made me change my Vegas trips, but it's dope down here. Yeah, Louisiana is so cool, so spiritual too. That's why they attacked it. That's why they attacked it with the water. That was a spiritual attack too. It wasn't just, that's why they wanted to attack that area. It's so much spiritual energy that comes out. So they used the water storm energy to attack the people. Um, I can't call it. Been going through some of the strangest, most difficult things I ever encountered. Thought it was stress, but I am out of ideas. Why? I talked a couple of weeks ago, man, and it's like what is it? The old saying in college? You got to fight even though you want to cry. I mean, we men, and that's for real. You got to fight even though you want to cry. And it's like in football, the motherfucker been kicking your ass all day. Everybody yelling at you because you ain't blocking your man or you ain't guarding your man. I mean, it's all kind of scenarios. And it comes to the point where you still got to fight. So, and some shit hit me. I mean, some shit hit me a couple weeks ago that I just didn't see coming. And it wasn't really an attack. Not really. It was just like some people had some abundance. And because of their abundance, it was, they didn't attack me. But because they got this abundance, it was about to take something away from me that I really couldn't deal with it being away from me. I mean, it hit me so hard where I was just crying for days, couldn't stop. I'm around my daughter. She's like, "Why are you crying?" I mean, because the shit caught me so off guard. I mean, and I said before, not no love, not no woman, but yeah, yeah, I'll let you know, man. Because if we stop at the same places, I'll let you know. If not, I'll get you a real funny one. If I got another one that I can get you for sure. I'll get you for sure. But if I want to get that one for you, because I thought about you, I was like, oh, this nigga think this shit is funny. But I looked at the hoodies, and the hoodies they didn't have. They just had regular XLs. And so when I thought about you, PJ, I said, oh, this shit is funny right here. Uh, Yeah, you on okay, LTE. Yeah, that's what I'm on. If the phone says 5G, don't mean nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I'll say this. 5G at the school. I notice when I do videos at the school and get 5G, it is a lot clearer than when I get 5G at my house. That's yeah, that's definitely dope. That is dope. It is dope. I figure that's why they attacked it. These people cool down here, but don't mess with them. Yeah, it was trying to, it was trying to dampen the fire that Voodoo brings. And Voodoo brings everything. Carmelo back, okay. I ain't watching no basketball, man. I need to try to sleep. I done took a bunch of muscle relaxers, so Clippers gonna win. I ain't watching it. Right on. I gotta take it on the chin. I got too many people depending on me, so I feel you. But that's what you are, though. It's like I guess you could look at it like this. It's like and instead of considering things and making an altar, look at all the things that's, on your shoulders as a shelf, like the things that would be on the shelf and sitting on the shelf as you move. And so, even though they're on the shelf, it don't matter if you tip them, they going to stay there and be cool. So it's like by being the center, you're providing it. So even so, like once they get on the shelf, even if it go like this, they still on the shelf because they can take the movements. And so all you can do is just be strong and do what you do. I know you got magic. I've heard you talk too many times, so I know you got magic. I know you got strong magic. Hey, there's my brother, Return of the Thoth, Merlin, and the Serpent. And I mean, really, if you guys want to get real, another point of spiritual energy and what's attacking us and what the beast is. Return of Thoth, Merlin, and the Serpent, my brother. I mean, we both been kissed because of our family. Our elders kissed us and said, "You guys have to keep this information going." And so we both keep it out there. And we ask, we try to show people. That work can't wait to see what it is. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. The other shit is kind of funny. The other shit is kind of funny, but it's cool, but it's funny. So yeah, I'll pick it up because we going in the morning, and and if I can get both, I'll get both. But I didn't see the double X on the first thing I thought about you. I didn't see it. I just saw the single X. But the shit is funny. The shit is funny. But the other one is just you'll get it. You'll get it. Take 5. Take deep breath 5 seconds, bring it in, don't take nothing. too serious. It's all a game. Well, life is but a dream. Definitely. Adam, what's happening? I'm here late, but I'm here. I got my tongue. Ooh. How old are you to get your tonsils removed at this age? Ooh, ooh. That's you. Ooh, how old are you to get your tonsils removed? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Either way you'll get it. Either way you'll get a laugh. Either way you'll get a laugh. Either way I'll get it to you though for sure. Now my other phone I got. Remember? Let me see. What you saying? Now my other phone I got. Remember the A32 Samsung? That phone has 5G, I believe. I don't know if it's clear at my versus being someone else because I hadn't activated it yet. Ah, okay, okay. 38. Ooh, 38. That had to be rough. That had to be pretty rough at 38. Like when my son was like my son's city, he still got a oil fixation. Like when I buy a bottle, like the gallons of water, I gotta take the plastic, throw that shit away. Don't throw it in the trash, throw it somewhere else. Cause he loves chewing on plastic. And so I get freaking tin foil. And when he gets the gallon of water, it's just got tin foil on it. Unless he wanna chew on the damn jug. But what's the temperature? It's like 2025 where I'm at. I'll call you and tell you where I'm at. The shit I just had to go through, I'll call you and tell you all about it. I'll call you. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I'll try to call you though when we be like when I get up. I'll try to call you. So whenever they wake me up, I'll get up. We'll see. But yeah, it's about 25 here. But as I was saying, I just went through a 600-mile ice storm. 600-mile ice storm. I'm fighting a goddamn. I'm fighting the goulds, the og. I'm fighting these motherfuckers all goddamn night. And that shit's got me just kind of wiped out. As I said before, since you didn't come in, I saw 100 cars off in the ditches. Off in the ditches. Yeah, kids be chewing on caps. Yeah, and the little ring. And the little ring. Yeah, one of the roughest things I've ever done going through. All I can eat is ice chips and popsicles. Yeah. I miss because my boy had strep throat 5 times when he was 10 or 11, and they probably should have taken his tonsils out because he gets it. I mean, he gets it. That's why I just wondered, did I really have the bug, or did he just give me strep throat? I didn't never. He had the sore throat. I never had that. I didn't have the sore throat. I just had the fever, where I really sweat. And she said the pain in my legs was probably from it because of all the problems I've had from my legs. But we see. But yeah, 600 miles. As I was saying, I watched the truck come off. The truck lost control. It didn't even jackknife. It just like it was like almost a freaking tenant. It was almost like tenant. This motherfucker was in the center lane, and this motherfucker just, usually when a truck will lose it, this motherfucker jackknifes. Trucks will jackknife, and the weight of the freight of the car will turn. No, this motherfucker like went like tenant. He went from the middle lane all the way to his left and just slid and went down this bank, and the motherfucking as it hit the thing that holds them together, the lock where you lock the rig in, that shit just, well, it was a double carrier, so it was like it was two freights. It was two freights, and so this motherfucker hit the thing, and that second the second the second freight car, the second, I'm losing my words, but the second um, trailer, the second motherfucking trailer just boom, it just snapped. It just hit like on the ground and like snapped. It's separated from the rest of the rig. The shit was crazy to see, and just seeing that shit in front of you, just floating, like just not jackknifing. Because I saw a bunch of bunch of motherfuckers jackknife. We saw a bunch of trucks jackknife. But no, this motherfucker just floated straight to my left and hit the ditch. And when that second trailer hit, that trailer just like boom and separated, broke. The shit like broke apart. That shit was crazy to see. Uh uh yeah, 600-mile ice storm. 600 miles. Cause where I'm at now, it's warmer. And this shit went on, man. This shit went on from 5 in the morning, more like 4:30, and that shit didn't go away until 11. 11. That shit did not go away until 11. And then where I got to my destination, I'm looking at their snow. It's the same shit. It just was so warm where I'm at now. The shit didn't ice the streets up. I mean, where I'm at now, they going crazy. They don't put salt. They put sand where I'm at. And it's like I was watching one motherfucker trying to clear this ice snow. And it was like you could tell that he ain't got a lot of practice doing this shit. Your nose be running for no reason. Flonase would probably help that too. Or my shit ain't right here. But yeah, something's releasing in here. You're taking in, something's releasing. And so see what you're bringing in. Because if you just saying for no reason, then you're bringing something in here. And you got to see what's coming in. So you're receiving something. And yeah, you're receiving something. Like, I got allergies and stuff, but if you saying it ain't allergies, see what you're receiving and see if you can shut it off. Because really what you can go into, and it's like I talk about the Tibetan Book of the Dead, how sometimes you just gotta go into here and you gotta shut that off. So my one eye be watery for no reason. Yeah, you bringing it in. You gotta find out where it's coming in. If they tell you when you're younger that you're going to need your wisdom teeth taken out, but it don't bother you, should I still get them removed? Well, you say right here, you say your nose be running and you say your eyes be watery. I got tired of spitting out blood. I was spitting out blood when these two, because like one was on a nerve. So I got 3 of my wisdom teeth because they couldn't take out the one with the nerve. But the problem is they're on nerves, and so they can start pinching on nerves. Now I was spitting out blood from the time I was like probably 20. And let me see, my nephew was born, let me see, Brian was born in 89. My nephew was born in 80. Let me see, we got married. Let me see, we got married in 86. Was my nephew, I don't know, my brother had to tell me, was he born? Maybe it was 89. So maybe I was 25 or 26. So maybe it was 89. Because I just say my nephew because it seemed like they brought him over. And I remember I had some fucking morphine. I had some morphine pills. And like my brother came upstairs and I took a morphine pill. And like he just took a nap. I fell asleep. I took the morphine pills and I fell asleep. He fell asleep too. I don't think I gave you one. I think he just fell asleep too. But I want to say my nephew was born. I want to say either my son was just born and my brother came over to see him, or he brought his son because they're about 2 years apart. I can't really remember which one was. I can't remember was my son a baby, but I remember I had just came back from the dentist and they pulled that shit. Oh, let me tell you, one thing I loved. I remember when they gave me that shit, that shot came in. I was like, "Oh, this is nice. No, don't want to go to sleep. No, no, this is nice." I was riding that shit like a surfboard. I was like, "Fuck going to sleep." And I'm looking at him, and that shit was good. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm digging this shit." And then I was out, but I rode as long as I could. Uh, I feel you. Oh, nerve pain is the worst. That's why I take gabapentin. I mean, my thumbs, like the doctor said that to get thumb reconstruction, you need a 5 in pain. or deterioration. Mine is at a 4 of deterioration. I mean, catching footballs, catching basketballs. I probably broke both my thumbs. Let me see. I probably broke my thumb, my left thumb. I probably broke it playing little league catcher. Probably broken just, I'm tough. Yeah, it was 88. Okay, so it was 88. So I must have got my teeth pulled out in 88. Because he either brought my nephew over or he came over to. Now, my son wasn't born, so his son was a baby. No, but y'all was y'all was out west, though. Or maybe you had came back. Maybe you had came back. Yeah, I don't remember, but that's when I got him pulled out because I remember he came over and I'm like, man, I ain't gonna be good company. And we both fell asleep upstairs. Because we had, like, I have what in Michigan they build what's called a carpenter's room. And so it's like a room between bedrooms. So we had a bedroom in the basement and we had 2 bedrooms upstairs. And we had a full bath in the basement and we had a half bath on the main floor and then we had a full bath upstairs. And I had a what's called a carpenter's room, and I had a day bed, and I had two recliners, and no, we was both like sitting back on recliners, I think. Yeah, because I was reclined and he was reclined, and before we know it, we both was out, but I was that morphine that knocked me out. Um, I got remind moved like 18. Don't know why. I'm 33 now. Don't know if anything would have been different. But I'm telling you, I was spitting out blood like every day. Like I could just taste blood and just spitting out blood all the time. And so I'm like, I'm spitting out blood all the time. And they looked at me, it's like, yeah, it's because it was basically the wisdom tooth was biting into my jaw, cutting my jaw. And so that's why I got them. I wonder why they call it wisdom tooth. We cause so much pain. Yeah. I mean, some people really get headaches and shit from that shit. Because you're talking about something right here. You're talking about something basically like right in there. And it was just like doing this. Can you imagine inside my mouth? I got something doing this every time. I mean, I wouldn't be talking this shit and it's doing this. I wouldn't even be moving or talking or nothing. And it's just doing this, pinching, biting my gums like that. I mean, literally, I was just, spitting out blood all the time. My girl wouldn't even want to kiss me. She wouldn't even want to kiss me because she was tasting blood all the time. Yeah. My brother, um, yeah, he said he didn't have enamel on his teeth, and he didn't like milk. As a baby, he didn't like milk. He didn't like milk as a baby, and so they had to give him these tablets. But yeah, his baby teeth didn't have any enamel on them. Yeah. His baby teeth, he was born without enamel. And you got to drink milk. It helps with build enamel. So his baby teeth didn't have any enamel. When his baby teeth came in, they didn't have any enamel. Teeth jacked up as a child. But once them teeth came out, they come out when you're young. Are you against going to sleep at the doctor's or the dentist? Hell, no, I done this. I first had it done so young. Like, I had my first fillings put in at first grade, I think. In baby teeth. I had my first fillings put in baby teeth and they put me to sleep. So, and the shit be good. If you can ride the surfboard, wisdom, yeah, they're called wisdom because they usually come out late, like wisdom. Yeah, as you get older. Like my 20, soon to be 27-year-old just got his removed. Oh, you didn't like milk as a child either. Yeah. And that's how it affected my brother. He probably didn't remember. They gave him like freaking, they wasn't even tablets. They was more like like I want to say biscuits because they was these little chalky little things that he would like. It was so funny. He would suck on them and he'd spit them like at my mom because he didn't like that shit. He was little and like maybe 2, 3. And she's like, you got to eat this shit. And so she would like cover him, like, don't you spit that shit at me. And he would like, because they were like little wafers, maybe like little medicine wafers that was supposed to give him whatever milk gives you to help the enamel on his teeth. And they was, and he was, I just remember the first time she gave it to him, he spit it at her. And I just sit there and laughed. But he didn't like, but after a while, he didn't mind them. He looked forward to getting them. I forgot all about that till now. He spit them little wafer things because they look like little wafers. And he like, and spit them at her. And my mom's like, "Don't laugh. He'll do it again." I'm like, the shit's funny. I'm gonna laugh if I like if he spit that shit at your ass again. I'm gonna laugh. My mother would get mad and shit. Our mother would get mad. The motherfucker. Remember Wheaties cereal box with Jordan on it? Yeah. Nah. Do y'all remember this? Um. 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 The Wheaties box had the posters. It had the posters. It had the picture of Jordan on the front, and it had the poster of Jordan dunking from the free throw line. Would he cock his legs? Them was in the Wheatie box. 80s. My son was a baby because I put it in his room, so that had to be 89 when I got that poster. But it came in the Wheaties box. Yeah, it was like the one where his head is by the rim. I mean, it was like 4 posters, but he was on the box. I think that was his first advertisement for Wheaties. You got the poster. The first poster was him dunking from the free throw line where his legs is cocked and everybody looking up. And then the other one is where he's kind of turned sideways. But it was like, I think 4 posters. And I think I only got one. Curtis tried to make me eat cereal with milk, and I kept spitting it. Yeah, you never liked that shit. He would eat cereal without milk. He like if I like would pour some cereal and I pass the box to him, and I would pour me milk, and he would just like eat it without milk. That's how because that's what we had or Pop Tarts. I don't really think you much like Pop Tarts. I don't remember, but it was like Pop Tarts, or he would just eat cereal dry. He got to liking it like that. Curtis tried to make me eat cereal. Oh yeah. He was my brother was always tough. He's just built tough. He really was. I mean, he just even as a little boy. And it's like he'll tell the story where he had to fight in kindergarten. And it wasn't really where it's like the world will make you mean. The world will make you mean. And he really wasn't, didn't have to be mean. That's the thing. But the world made him mean to a point where he had to whoop, little dude's ass for fucking with him. And, that really wasn't the nature that he wanted, but that was the nature that he had to step up. I mean, something you learn as a child is like you may whoop a nigga's ass in 2nd grade. Don't you know that nigga won't fuck with you the rest of the time you in school? Like I've told this story many times. We used to take a little shortcut behind the potato chip factory. It was called BMO's, BMO's potato chip. And we would cut through the factory. Like a lot of times we would go in and get popcorn or potato chips. It was like 15 cents for a big ass bag. And I remember my cousins wanted me to walk them home. And I'm like, come on, follow me. And it's like they couldn't go that way. And there's like Dennis and Booker are there. And our rest in peace to Booker because Booker passed. And there's like they charge 15 cents or a dime or nickel, I forget. And dude put his hand out and they was really looking at me crazy. And I was only in 3rd grade. And Dennis was in 4th and Booker must have been 2nd. And I remember he put his hand out to get the money and I just socked him. And then I turned and socked his brother. And I was like, if y'all ever mess with my cousin was in 6th grade. My one cousin was in 4th. My other cousin was in 6th. And I'm whooping people's ass over them. But that white boy back in the day from the Clippers dunked from the free throw line as well. Well, see, none of them did what Wilt did. Wilt jumped from the free throw line in college and dunked one. No running start because Dr. J needed a running start. Wilt jumped from the free throw line. He was just fucking around in practice and some reporters saw it. He just stood there, took one leg behind the other, and literally from the free throw line without a running start, he jumped and dunked it. And that's why you can't go past the free throw line until you have to hit this. Your ball has to hit the rim, but you can't go past the free throw line in your attempt because Wilt was able to jump. And then the second reported dunk from the free foul line was Connie Hawkins because Lou Canasecca, who coached at St. John's, he coached Mark Jackson as the analyst, and he coached what's the white dude's name? Number 20. I can't think of his name. But anyway, Lou Canasecca said when Connie Hawkins was playing for Boys High in New York, Connie Hawkins came down on a fast break and jumped from the free throw line. And, Connie Hawkins invented the spread eagle dunk, spread eagle dunk, where you do your legs like that, not one in front of the other like this, but, spread eagle. And he had the ball up. That's where all of them get, even Jordan, that's where they get waving the ball. Even Michael Jordan gets that. And Connie Hawkins dunked as a high school senior. He spread eagle dunk from the foul line. Boom. Brett Berry. Yep, Brett Berry. Yeah, knocked his ass out. And you know what? They never fuck with me the rest of my life. Where did he say? Austin Garrett. Yeah, Teddy's brother, Austin. Yeah, and Austin got killed. Later got his head shot off after high school. Yep. Because it was kind of a war, the Kalamazoo boys against the Detroit boys. And he got caught up in it. My boy Thad, same thing. Like I was telling my brother, I moved back to Michigan in '86, and I'm going to funerals. Young dudes. I mean, Thad, it was the worst. I mean, Thad got his head shot off, and they tried to put his head together. Ugh. And it just, yeah. My quarterback in college, his brother was pursued in a car chase. I don't know, maybe I ain't even told this story. His nickname was Sugar Shoes. It was William Watson and it was Carlton Watson. William Watson was the quarterback at A&T. Carlton Watson was the quarterback at Winston-Salem State. So the first game when 40 years ago, when Aggie Stadium was brand new, North Carolina A&T Stadium was brand new, we was the first teams to play in it, and they battled. I mean, it was one of the great games. Again, I showed a picture. The picture's behind me when I'm at home. They should have gave me a touchdown. They called me out of bounds in the end zone. Should have been a touchdown. But anyway, I caught a couple balls anyway, but we beat them. But later in life, Carlton, I don't know if he swindled somebody. I don't know, but they was car chased, and the car caught up to him and double barreled from one car, like cars next to each other as they driving, because he was trying to get away, and dude got him point blank, and I mean literally blew his head off his shoulders. And he was 20, 25, 26. You dunked in a live game in 8th grade at Hillside. My favorite angle is coming from baseline for a windmill. I like going right to left, but it really didn't matter. I wasn't just like some people, just a 2-foot dunker or a 1-foot dunker. I could do both. I think I told in Niles, cherry picking, and got the ball, dribbled real fast to the hoop, and did a hard jump stop. And then with both feet just. And then my high school senior year, I did several. Matter of fact, we was in St. Joe. I just dunked on this dude, just, one leg. He tried to jump. Flush that. I don't know. The thing I didn't like about baseline, dudes would come at your legs, and it would always take my eye off the rim. So I'd go up to baseline. If somebody was flying at my legs, it would take my concentration. It's like, and the motherfucker would bounce away. I had to learn that in kindergarten, Ivory kept pushing me in line. By that third push, I turned around and punched him in the nose so hard he knelt. He fell down. That's sweet. He fell. You should have said, "You got knocked the fuck out." I think the Dodgers going back to the World Series could be. Do you think they will blame Russians for a cyber attack over here? Probably. I mean, right now they trying to. This is all about Biden and building up Biden. Whatever happens is going to be a build up of Biden. So if they do a cyber attack, Biden gonna be the one to say today. So his approval rating go up. That's all this Russian shit is. That and nothing more. I stood over him and asked him, "Are you okay?" I got in trouble for it. Teacher talked to my mom about it. Mama said, "I tell my children somebody hit them, you hit them back." That I tell my daughter that. Shit, my daughter pushed the shit out this girl in a game. She pushed the shit out of her. They didn't call no foul. I mean, the girl didn't have the ball, but she kind of like shoulder bumped my daughter. My daughter took her hands and just chucked her out the way during the game. I was like, ooh. So, so yeah. So thank you guys. I'm gonna have to try to get some rest. I'm like delirious, but I wanted to get that energy out. I just wanted to, sometimes you got to fight God. That's just the way it is. And you can't waver. Can't waver. It's like, okay. It's like I'll tell you the perfect example in the movie Wyatt Earp. They show Wyatt Earp drinking coffee, you know and his brother come in, and it's time to put in that work. He didn't waver. He didn't hesitate. He just put in that work. And so even though you face to face with a God, you don't turn away. You just put that work in. Just because you looking at him, you don't lose your confidence. You don't lose your confidence. You're like, okay, we gonna go head up. And you look that motherfucker and say, I'm dangerous too. And sometimes the fights go beyond. I mean, it'd be like, okay, you fighting them physically, however the attack is coming, and then you try to rest, the shit comes again. I mean, you just keep, and you never waver. You never waver. Yeah, people ain't really wearing masks no more. The children don't have to wear them in Minnesota. I mean, it's controlled people that wear them, but for the most part, that shit, you ain't got to wear them no more. Now, the doctors, yeah. Hospital, yeah. When I go to therapy, they make us wear them. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing is, why do we care? As I said before, Europeans do not want to really fight each other. Europeans are struggling to survive. So they don't really want to kill each other like that. They do not ever want to get in a mass war where Europeans are killing mass numbers of Europeans. This is wag the dog. That's all it is. Wag the dog. That's why I don't care. I ain't got no opinion on that shit other than they bullshitting. They on some bullshit. So, well, I think it's finally kicking in. I'm going to have to rest, do a little meditating, and then release a little bit of this energy. And yeah. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening, letting me vent. If this is your thing, it's your thing. If it's not your thing, that's okay too. And so, PJ, I'll look for the shirt. Conspiracy University, I will try to give you a call if I have the time. I think I put your number. I did a screenshot of it because I got thousands of emails. So I think I put it in a screenshot. I got to find it. And there's one more thing you can try, but I don't want to say it because it's corny, but it's effective yeah, it's effective. So, and that's just how the guides hit me when you was saying it, the guides just kind of dropped that on me. So I'll drop it on you. Man, that's funny. I don't know. Slow Joe ain't doing it. So thank you, everyone. This has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. Say less. No, till we meet again. Say less. Thank you. Thank you. One love for sure. Thank you, Lorenzo. That's very kind. Thank you, bro. And I'll call you. And till we meet again, say less.